Hey, welcome to Mental Protein Podcast. As always, here, your host, Jose Sanchez. This is where you're going to get your daily dose of nutritious information that's going to set the tone for the rest of the day. Hey, welcome back to another episode. Today, I have a special topic I want to talk to. I've been holding on to this topic in my mind for a while, and we're going to be talking about who you take advice from matters. Listen, everybody that I ever hung out with, if I ever had a problem, if I ever had a situation that I wanted to bring up, everybody wants to be an expert in giving advice. Everybody's going to try to tell you from their point of view what they think that you should do. And at the end of the day, sometimes we get advice from the wrong people. And what happens is they guide you in the wrong direction. If the people that you are getting advice are not helping you get further and they're not giving you the edge in the marketplace or in any type of thing that you're doing, you're getting advice from the wrong people. What if I told you that I've been coached by some of the greats like Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Ryan Stewman, Thomas Keaton, and I've also went out of my way to learn from people like Brian Tracy, Bob Proctor, some of the great people that have, stepped their feet in the earth, and they've done some great things for humanity. So, it really does matter who you take advice from. I'm going to tell you right now, I only take advice today from people that are where I want to be and have the outcomes that I want to have. These people become my secret weapon. You have to find somebody that's so valuable that simplifies information that's complicated to understand, breaks it down, and gives it to you in a way that you're able to apply it in your life and be able to take action behind it. Somebody who can fill in the gaps for you. Somebody that can give you the roadmap from where you are to where you want to go. Somebody that brings the best out of you. That's the people that I take advice from. And I really look for these people because I ask myself, what is it that I want to have that I don't have that somebody else has that I can go and hire them and buy their time so they can teach me how to get to where they're at. A lot of the times we grew up, at least I'm speaking about myself. I grew up in a household where, money wasn't something that we had an abundant amount. We grew up in a scarcity mindset like, oh, you're going to spend too much money. Maybe you shouldn't do this. I'm at a point in my life today that I'll do whatever it takes to get to where I want to go. And I'm spending all of my money, not to conserve where I'm at, but to spend the money and invest the money to where I want to go. And that's really what's getting me further every single time. So in order to find your secret weapon, I'm going to suggest that you find somebody that you look up to, that you resonate with, that has the things that you want to have and are in the places that you want to be. And hire them. Go out. A lot of these people are influencers. Maybe they're somebody that they're just doing good in life, and you can hire them. I bet you if you offer them money to help them guide you, they will take that offer and they'll take you up on that. Today, I have somebody that I want to hire. Maybe you guys heard of Chris Voss. He is a FBI negotiator, and now he's a coach for many. He's going to charge me $100,000. Guys, I don't care to pay the $100,000 because I know that guy's going to give me information that I'm going to use to make millions and millions and millions of dollars down the road. And so my goal is every single year, as of this year, I'm going to be investing $100,000 into self-development and hiring the most elite people that I could possibly find that are willing to coach me, take time to pay attention to what I'm doing and where I want to go and pour into me. Those are the people that are going to make, life can be complicated sometimes. Those are the people that are going to make these complicated pieces of information, and they're going to break it down. And they're going to give me bite-sized pieces that I can go out and implement. And these are world-class people, And what happens is once you find somebody that gives you the edge, somebody that is world-class, that gives you this information, you eventually become world-class and become a secret weapon for somebody else, right? So just ask yourself, if you're trying to figure out who that person is for you, ask yourself, I'm going to ask you a few questions. Who are you listening to? What information are you consuming? What mental diet are you putting in your head? Who are you taking advice from? Who do you resonate with that you could find? And listen, guys, you don't have to do personal coaching like I'm doing. You can go on YouTube and look at their channel. You can go on Spotify and look at their podcast. Maybe you just know them and you can speak with them directly. But ask yourself, who could I hire to coach me so I could take advice from the people that are where I want to be? Ask yourself that question. Because when you take that step and when you hire the right person and you find the secret weapon, changes the game. It's a game changer, 100%. So I'm gonna change the subject a little bit. I'm gonna put a spin to this. If you were to get coached by the people that are where you want to be, you will eventually become a secret weapon for somebody else. Okay? And when you get to that point and that moment takes action, you'll no longer be a nice to have, you'll be a must have. And so when the budgets get cut, you don't get cut. Does that make sense? It's so super important that you understand that. So how do you become somebody's secret weapon? A lot of the times I get people to tell me, oh, well, I have special abilities. I'm always on time. I have a great smile. I have a great sense of humor. Guys, that is not being a secret weapon. That's a birthday gift. What's a birthday gift? It's something that was installed from the factory at birth, meaning mom and dad taught you a certain gift. Like maybe you be honest. You are not going to be somebody's secret weapon being honest. Okay? So that's something that was programmed from birth, from your childhood, as you were, your upbringings. Those were the things that were bringing to you as being charismatic and things like that. The way that you become someone's secret weapon is you educate yourself and you become an asset where others have liabilities. Pay attention to what I just told you. You do that by a special struggle that you've had in life. Maybe you went through a divorce and it hurt so bad that you rebuild life. Maybe you lost a family member and you figured out how to get back onto life. And guys, when you lose a family member, you never really recover. You just learn how to walk with a limp. That's really what happens. But the way that you become a secret weapon for somebody is you have to have gone through a special experience that made you and molded you to become very powerful and to process information in a way that you can give it to people and they understand it and it clicks for them. You can solve problems for people that normally these problems don't have a solution to, right? So that's how you start becoming a secret weapon. So be careful and be smart of who you take advice from. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for listening to the Mental Protein Podcast. Make sure you rate, review, and subscribe, and share this with someone you know would benefit from this content.